What up, Dokkaners? There is a big change happening in the World Tournament summons side of things. So we're going to be talking about this new update where you can now potentially get an LR for free during your guaranteed SSR ticket summons. Now, I am doing this while running through World Tournament, so I might stumble and bumble a little bit. I might be a little incoherent at times, so do bear with me. Also, I had recorded several videos in advance, including the yellow coin SSR pickup characters. I stand by what I said in that video. You will see that probably after this one, Goma is still worth getting with yellow coins, because let's lead into this, and we'll talk about this, and we'll connect this back to the yellow coin conversation in a bit. So recently they did a big change in World Tournament 61 or 60, I believe, one of those two. A recent World Tournament, they made a change where you can now access all World Tournament characters, both from that stupid World Tournament banner that you had to use tickets for, or the drops that you would get from missions. All of these characters are now archived and available for purchase, which is, the inventory is regularly updated during every or maybe every other World Tournament in the Baba Shop. The lifeblood of this section of the Baba Shop is the Hercule signature currency. The more of this you have, the more characters you can pick up, the more medals you can pick up. You can effectively catch up. There is now a proverbial light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to catching up on World Tournament characters. This was a huge deal because a lot of people who joined the game later had no way of getting the older characters. First of all, it was already impossible to get characters on the World Tournament banner. You guys know I was notorious for never getting Tech Yamcha. That bum eluded me so much. I could never get that guy, and it was really annoying. And then they introduced this update, and now I was able to get my Yamcha rainbowed. But the thing is, like, before that, I was at the mercy of RNG. I could barely even just get one copy, and I was ranking top 20, top 30, top 20 every World Tournament, and I still didn't get enough tickets to have enough chances to get these characters. It was a dumb system. The whaliest of whales couldn't even buy their way through and get all the characters. So this was a nice change. Some would argue that this is pretty expensive. Sure, I guess I can agree with that, but this is what they've done. The point is, you can now obtain every single character here. That then led to the question, okay, so now that all these characters are archived in the Baba Shop, you can sort of play at your own pace, accumulate the Hercule signatures, whatever you want. Is this banner that's left over going to be basically just more random, unwanted stuff, or are they going to make it better? They've made it better. I don't know if they talked about this in the other update. I think they said that some sort of an update was coming, but I don't think they said exactly what it was. So they have now made it so that the unfeatured characters include LR characters. So when you summon, you are not summoning to try to get those LRs. If you happen to get lucky, you might happen to get one LR that's unfeatured. Certain characters who can be Dokkan Awakened to an LR are available in this edition. So if we look at the banner, this newest iteration of the banner actually is a very nice set of characters. You got Baby Trunks, a lot of banner units from various older Dokkan festivals. Generally speaking, the banner units are harder to come by after their initial debut because they don't show up featured on banners, except for maybe once in a while for Carnival or junk banners, right? These guys just sort of fall into that needle in the haystack sort of thing. So whenever these show up on these guaranteed SSRs, World Tournament banners, it actually provides a nice incentive for certain players who don't summon and wail out on every banner to have a chance to get to some of these characters. If you are working on a movie heroes team and you need a slot 3, you just need 1 or 2 more pieces, this is a fantastic option for your slot 3. Corroded Body and Mind has a good slot 1 support right here with Baby Trunks. GT Heroes, 2 excellent pieces. Unfortunately, this guy and this dude are banned in a lot of events, but they're still very good. And this guy is a must-have, in my opinion, for GT Boss. This guy's excellent. Whenever you can use him, he's very, very good. So this is actually a good banner. And so you will probably use those guaranteed SSR tickets to summon. How do you get your guaranteed SSR tickets? You can get a handful of them from your global rank as long as you're in the top, I think, 50,000. You're guaranteed at least 1 SSR ticket. I think most of them come from just regular missions. You'll get a few here and there. You get 1 for 10 wins. You get another one for 19 wins. Hang on. I've just been chirping away for a while and I haven't done anything in my World Tournament run. Okay. 19 wins. You get another one. 6 million points. Like here and there, you'll get some. I think ultimately you get about 7 to 8 tickets. Yeah. I think about 7 to 8 tickets throughout your World Tournament runs. And then whatever more you get from your global rank, which is going to be a very minor amount of people. Actually, looking at local, does local get any extra tickets? Okay, local does too. Local gives you 3 at number 1. You get 2 at rank 2 and 3. And then top 20 gives you 1 ticket. Oh, top 50? Top 50 local. Local bracket is a randomized subsection of the Dokkan player base. So essentially it is a less intense version of the global fight. So if you're trying to rank, you know, top 50 in the world, that is its own headache, right? With its own issues, because you're competing against 49 other tryhards. Whereas in local rank, you're competing against 49 other tryhards, but far less tryhardy than this. So here you can also get a couple more. So I would say on average, maybe 9 to 10 you can get per world tournament run. So with that said, you would be able to basically get guaranteed 9 to 10 SSRs if you were to summon every single time each banner. Some people decide to ultimately save these depending on the banner and how it looks. Maybe this isn't the best banner for you. Maybe you're someone who is missing more of those Ginyu characters. I think it was the last World Tournament banner actually that the Ginyu combo characters were available. So they probably won't come back for a while. But whatever they have on the next World Tournament, that might be a better setup for you to go, you know, crazy on in terms of your ticket summons. So don't feel like you have to do this right away, because ultimately Goma is now obtainable through free-to-play means. He is. Are you going to get him? Probably not, right? Because he is a random unfeatured LR in a giant pool of a million other characters. So you have to get lucky to get an unfeatured. And then on top of that, it has to be an LR. And then of all the LRs, there's like 150 plus. You have to get the one. So there is a way to get him, but you're probably not going to get him. But it's still a good update. So what I'm trying to say here, I'm not trying to poo-poo this whole thing, but I'm just trying to be realistic. It's possible, but what I think is a bigger takeaway from this is that this is a more viable and more relevant and more current way to sort of have a chance at keeping up with the yellow coin banners. Because as you can see here, Baby Bros, Goma, Tien, PyCon, J Fanta, Cell Max, all these different units are here, but they're all yellow coin banners. And I just made a video talking about this, and you'll see that probably next. These units are harder to come by because you don't summon too much on these banners. Generally, these banners suck. Generally, the characters are not necessarily the greatest. You'll have the occasional Goma who will surprise people. But for the most part, these characters sort of lift right out. You just can't survive summoning on every single banner. You've already got Dokkan Festival TURs, you got Dokkan Festival LRs, you got Carnival LRs. Now you've got yellow coin LRs that have gotten a little bit better. Out of all of them, process of elimination, the yellow coin LRs are the weakest. So generally speaking, you are probably not going to be summoning for them. Occasionally, like I said, you might come to regret it, but that's just how it is. So this is going to be a nice way to have a chance at potentially catching up. Think of it's kind of like your summon point summons, right? Sometimes the summon points, as you accumulate those points, you'll have a 1 out of 10 chance at getting a certain character on a summon point banner, like Goma or like Gohan Trunks. You might get him or you might not get him, but occasionally you'll have a chance. And so now this, over time, you might pick up a yellow coin here and there. Maybe in World Tournament happens maybe every 3 months, right? So after Goma, this was the most recent yellow coin release, the new Piccolo. So since this World Tournament happened in mid-April, the next one would probably be in maybe part 2? Maybe during this celebration, maybe this Dokkan Festival celebration before GDC, or maybe during New Tanabata. I would hope not. Probably, if I were to guess, it'll probably be in this Dokkan Festival post New Tanabata. So let's just say we have one here. This one, Piccolo, will probably not show up, but then the next one, so this is August, so maybe like November, which is another infamously dead period. So somewhere around here, we might get another World Tournament. At that point, this banner will then gain a new LR unfeatured. There will also be other unfeatures that they add, probably like, you know, Dokkan Festival banner units and stuff. But in terms of the yellow coin LR, that the STR Piccolo that we just got will probably show up here in November. So this, over time, you know, you might actually be able to get 1 or 2 of these guys if you're lucky. So ultimately, the choice is yours. Do you want to summon here? I'm not going to say you must, because these guys might be good to one person who is a big Movie Heroes fan or a GT Heroes fan, but to the, I don't know, Namek Saga fan, this is irrelevant. This is garbage. To the Dragon Ball Saga fan, this is useless. Actually, that's not true. This guy's actually relevant. That was a bad example. To the Tournament of Power fan, this is useless, right? So, yeah. That's all I wanted to say about that. Also, I don't know how many times I've repeated myself because I have been doing World Tournament while speaking, so I do hope I wasn't too rambly. Hold on. I'm trying to... I just confused myself and I just wasted like 10 precious seconds. All right, I gotta use a Whis. Or not a Whis, I gotta use a Ghost Usher. All right, anyway, there you go. Nice change. Good job, Dokkan. This banner will be around until the 30th of April, so 2 weeks. World Tournament goes until the 19th, 20th. So 19th, 20th, really? Oh my God. Yep, it goes until the 19th late night for me. So basically the 20th. God, World Tournament, man. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, obviously like down below, leave in the comments your thought. So then my point is, you should still buy Goma with your yellow coin. That was my point. You should still get Goma with yellow coins. So my video that is going to be following this one still very much holds true. This does not change that whatsoever. I might try to squeeze in a pinned comment in that video just to say, hey, you can possibly get Goma now with your free-to-play tickets, but it's very astronomical. So don't count on it. Don't bank on it. Now I'm done. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, obviously like down below in the comments your thoughts on the World Tournament ticket banner update. Do you like this change? I think it's a pretty good change, but what do you think? Do you agree that this is something that will be more beneficial over time for the yellow coin banners? Are you someone who summons often during the yellow coin banners? If not, how do you feel about this? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if there's anything that I missed. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know when I see more of my stuff. Do it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.